Turbo!
Yeah,
Color up the exhaust. I don't know how you do that.
Most of the stuff we do we stuff.
Yeah, it's more like DIY things.
Yeah.
Like these, you could do this in your backyard if you have basic hand tools.
Guys, the cool
Once you have a
point
grinder, queller.
Nice. Yeah, I think you're good there.
So,
Previously, this is what the 120 does normally come.
stock 120, 310. Booster, master cylinder.
But what happened when you change the braking system in this car? Booster and master can't push the pressure to send them single pot, them big
brakes.
single pots.
Yeah. Compared to this.
So obviously when you're changing the brakes, you have to change the braking system for it also. The 14 master and booster, or you could use C33. The only thing you're going to have to do inside here, inside this arch here for the wheel well, you're going to need to beat in that a little bit. There's not much, you have to beat it in a little bit, and 2 holes need to be drilled back inside the car on the firewall to catch this. The rods, everything, with the adjustment working perfectly. The brake pedal, so it basically just to get these bolts here to go through this firewall to bolt up. 2 going to work and 2 you're going to have to drill back. Here is just a little beating, and that is it. Have 4 line and 2 line brake masters by the 2 line, because what happens, 4 lines, some lines will facing direct on this short tower, going to facing direct here, and you're not going to get this master to fit in. So why do I buy the 2 line? And this side works good here.
Yeah, so if you can see it on one line on top here and
on top here.
one on the bottom here, and that is it.
Yeah. And also the combination valve or proportioning valve, as people will say, you need to upgrade that.
It's strange though, because if these are 82 and you have parts from the 82, they go,
same braking
please
system,
don't keep old shit in parts like that, like service them or change them or get new stuff, you know. And like while we're on the topic with brakes and suspension, like ISR swap is a nice swap. I have videos with the car when it's at the A15, and we'll probably put in like a little clip or like a picture with it with the engine. And if you watch the A15 and you watch the SR20, it's like 2 different engines.
Power double.
Yeah, the power different
double.
and the engine size too, because like this SR reaching here on this strut bar, and like a A15
needs to be like somewhere right here.
A15 is like half the size of the engine bay. Like it is reached below this piece of the firewall. Because the stock engine, you can get good power out of the stock engine. When you're building a car, brakes and suspension is very important. You know, so you know, like SR20 is nice, but don't overlook brakes and suspension. That's the most important thing, is night and day difference.
The spacing in the engine bay here, how we wanted the engine bay with this space here to be able to take out the engine when we want to paint back inside the and stuff.
It line up perfectly there.
We leave this space to work easily.
Yes.
From easier access.
And
so we had to do like the sitting radiators and stuff, we couldn't get it to work how we wanted.
Yeah,
we tried the Nissan Versa radiator, single core, but it was
Versa,
plastic.
Versa.
And it didn't last long.
It's too thin, eh? The Versa
yeah,
radiator.
it's a single core.
Yeah, you used to have Versa radiator before, and it was this is what, a double core?
Yeah, double core. That is why we custom built it, because you could get it thinner where you want it. And it does work better because it's a cross flow, it's not a down flow.
Yeah.
The flow of the water does be going from side to side, and it's be cooling while as it going from side to side, as opposed to going from
up to down.
Yeah.
Oh no, well it's come from down to up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that always work.
it's not that expensive. You could get one for under $2,000.
Yeah.
This fan, you need a really good fan to pull.
Yeah, because
Right,
aluminum blocks.
because a clutch fan can't work here.
Yeah, you can't get the stock. If you can get the stock clutch fan to work, trust me, use it.
Yeah.
Please use it. It's the best thing. The SR20 stock clutch fan, yeah.
Yeah, but with this you couldn't do that. So
But
what
like
we
you chuck your fingers in between there, bro. His finger can fit in between the fan and the water
crank
pump.
pulley also is like
And the
like
crank pulley real
space.
close, you know, so like a real close.
Yeah, so what we do, we buy a spal fan.
Spal, yeah? A
12-inch
12-inch spal, yeah.
Full fan. Shit does work
Yeah.
crazy, really good.
It is suck, yeah, in a good way.
And all we did here was just build like a custom.
Yeah, this is like a ghetto shroud for now.
Yeah,
because it was getting hot. It wasn't getting hot, but
because it
this
wasn't pulling the amount of air
yeah,
it's
it didn't get the
supposed to.
vacuum it needed to pull on the radiator. But it
So
stopped.
basically we do that, and anytime you buy a used engine, like this is a used engine, and we had it packed down for like a year, and basically a year and a half we had the car packed down and we were starting to fix it. So what we did too, we changed out the water pump.
Yeah.
Water pump is about 800, brand new.
Yeah, good shit.
OEM.
Yeah.
Make sure you buy OEM and no shit.
Yeah, always buy
So we buy water pump, so we show we have no problems there. Take out the thermostat because it's sick and blow 2 radiators already.
Yeah, this thermostat is thick. But I like to keep these thermostat though.
I know, it makes sense.
It good, but like
for my purpose,
but like what? Yeah, he not running a thermostat. We don't. I like to run a thermostat, but like in our case, we didn't even know what was going on. Like we didn't know if the radiator was at fault.
Yeah.
We didn't know if the engine was a problem. We didn't know what was going on at all. So we took it out just to test to see if it was really sticking. And it was sticking. It stopped and it blew the radiator. So we didn't even bother to put it back because the car still in testing stage. Yeah.
So we ended up changing it out one time.
Yeah. So basically, the first radiator I put was a Versa radiator. Bam, that didn't work. It was a single core. It was too thin. It couldn't flow the heat quick enough. Aluminum blocks this pull real heat because it's a good conductor of heat. Custom built double core cross flow radiator works like a mint.
If you're doing the coilovers on top, the best thing to do would be to get a short brace.
Short brace.
This, we build this yourself.
Yeah, this custom brace. Sky build it. I don't know how you fucking do that, but I don't know how you do
Yeah,
that.
but this and this are built.
I don't know how you do that.
Most of the stuff we do ourselves.
Yeah, it's more like DIY things.
Yeah.
Like these are garage built car, backyard car.
Yeah,
this car ain't never reached by nobody's shop and thing. Like
Never.
even to paint this car was painted over and like never going in a shop.
Oh, yeah.
Like this car to do shop like these you could do this in your backyard if you have basic hand tools.
Guys,
Once you have a grinder, an arc welder,
yeah,
you know, you don't even need a MIG welder. You probably need a MIG to do body work,
Yeah,
but you don't need for what we're doing right now. You don't need that shit.
But
Yeah.
like this short brace really important because they stiffen up the car. Because these springs on these coilovers is be real stiff, so you're gonna be putting a lot of strain from here to here because the whole thing going to be moving so. So if you have this, it's going to be really good. You don't have to have no adjustment on it. We could do just put 2 plates here.
Tight
And
in.
we'll have brace something. But if you want to be a little more fancy,
Yeah.
you could do it like this. And that's it.
Yeah, because
That's
and these are 15 coilovers and a 120.
Yeah.
And 120 weighs like what? This 120 weighs 2200 freaking pounds and as chassis I don't know how much it weighs, probably like 26 or 28 somewhere around there. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. You know, this car is real small for SR20 non-turbo. And these are S14 SR we believe in. We believe it's a S14 SR20 D. You know, and you know, well, these are painted covers, so you know,
Yeah.
you know, it may be looking like
A little niceness.
yeah, it works good. This car is smooth.
So the next thing, the plug wires had faults on it.
Yeah,
After a while, and in Trinidad, it is can't get shit cheap. It is can't get nothing good. Just so, you gotta go through hell. So what we do, we're getting some B14 NGK plug wires. And them shit,
yeah.
fine.
He's like the best.
Crazy.
He's the best plug wires though.
If you could get the original SR plug wires, fine. But if you can get it, you do like me. These work great.
And yeah, it works. It looks good too.
Great.
The only thing it's have a little space here, so you could get all dust inside it, but it's nothing serious.
You could always put like a rubber data thing.
And it's nothing serious. I don't know if you see it now though, but like in between the top of the valve cover and the cap for the plug wire, it have a little space, but like you can't get nothing better to work with.
If you just do like me and you study, take care, you can study like check up on it and make sure everything working and everything properly. Yeah, no worries. Because just cut like a circle rubber and fit it inside it, you're not going to get no leaks. Because basically if water coming in here, even if your engine was sealed properly, then you're doing something wrong with your build. If water coming in there, so yeah. And today we end up trying some
Caliper exhaust.
this one we end up wrapping. First time we wrapping, so that was good.
Yeah, we didn't have the stock shield and thing, and this shit pushing real heat.
Yeah.
Real hot.
Real heat
real
inside
hot.
here.
You know.
And this can have
No sound deadening and
nothing. So you're getting all that heat inside here when you pop this bonnet.
yeah.
Real heat. So I think this upstairs and only heat by what? How much degrees?
I think like 20, I think. Like 20.
Something.
It can't be enough it's noticeable.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you can't check it with a machine or something or a gauge or like a digital thermometer. You could feel it, you could see it. You know, and the cooler the car runs, the better, because all you know, SRs is running real hot. You know.
Basically, that is it for in front. Everything else, try to keep it as stock as possible, as stock looking as possible, so it can be functional. That's the whole point of the building, using what you could use and what you have to buy or have to get cheap.
Yeah, we didn't like to
What is necessary?
We
What
didn't
is not necessary, you don't do it till you have the money or time or the knowledge about it or whatever.
we didn't want to buy like a S13 whole camera kit to go drifting, and we didn't want that shit. That's why the car working properly. Because
this is going to be a daily.
Because these are daily driver, as he's saying, these are daily. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, that way we didn't even go turbo, you know, like a lot of people like, oh, sorry, no turbo!
Yeah.
But like, it's our daily build.
Because still have AC, we have the AC brackets here. We leave space, because if you put turbo in this,
intercool,
and you run intercool and stuff, we're going to run the condenser and everything. There's going to be too much heat inside there for them AC lines. Them AC lines burn out when they're running that. So, with this wrap and thing too, it's going to help all them AC line. I think when we put the AC, do have AC as yet, but hopefully this year sometime we can do that. It should be good thing. So previously, it was doing the steering ends. Jared was doing the steering ends.
Yeah.
So we did.
This
is the new but original 120 steering end, the inside one, but these carry wrong side threading.
So that's your 120 one?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Alright, 120 parts.
Yeah, this one is 120.
Oh, okay.
So what we did, we just end up changing it out because it wasn't that good as well, because we cut the next one to get it out.
We just replace it.
So we just replace it basically, but this side is wrong side threading.
Yeah, it's
this
left
side
thread. Yeah, it's left
is
thread.
normal threading. So when we did this steering in here, what happened, this is S13 spindles with brakes. C33 or S13 does work the same way basically. So what happened now, the 120 steering end, the taper is smaller to fit into the spindle hole. You can actually see this taper from small going down to big. Right. So when this going up here inside, this taper the same way. So when this going up inside here, the tighter you tighten this nut, the tighter this going to go in here. That's why when Jared said you have to beat this for this taper here to drop out. Yeah. That's why it's the only nut here.
Because this spindle taper here too.
Yeah, inside taper too. So
it's like a triangle. Like a round triangle.
Yeah, so basically this smaller than this.
Yeah, the original 120
yeah, this is the original one. So when this going inside here now, it's getting a play. Right. So what we take out this. Nissan has already know plenty parts that work from newer cars to this.
Yeah,
so this steering end is a P11 thick. Well, that is one mark on the box. So it's basically P11. I think B15 and all those work. So this threading in on the same 120 steering end rods, threading in exact. The taper for this working in this S13 spindle or C33, anyone you want, perfectly. So that is basically all you have to do. It have enough threading, everything fit to thread up in with the same 120 drag link, everything is original. And problem solved. Well, they saw before too. We had the B14 shocks with the S13 spindles or C33, anyone you want to say. But that was giving us some problems, as you see here.
It wasn't nice. It wasn't driving nicely.
These beautiful things here, as you can see on top right mark.
Nom nom.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Is actually S15
Ooh.
coilovers. S15 TN coilovers. Adjustable camber. Plate on top, light on top here. The plates could camber to adjust.
Mr. Man, full camber out right now.
Yeah, right now, yeah. And this here is for your dampening.
Oh yeah.
The bottom here.
This weird,
this
right?
one
because
different, yeah.
Normally like on BCs and regular TNs is be on the top.
It's be on top, yeah. So this one a little different, but it does work. But it's still S15, so it does go up. Yeah, this.
Right.
So basically all we had to do was just to basically bolt on this to this spindle here. This work the same way.
Yeah.
And you're getting stiffer ride, you're getting height adjustment, everything. But this lower control arm here, that is this here.
Lower control arm.
If you can see it here. This here is 910 Bluebird. You could use C33 or S13 also, but...
S13 as well?
Yeah, S13 as well.
Make up just like this then?
Yeah, it make up just like this. All of them basically is the same thing. But all you have to do, we use the 910 Bluebird one.
Right, yeah.
We just had a drill back holes here for the brace.
Oh,
For this brace here.
for the front brace.
Yeah.
Front brace. Right.
This brace here to keep the lower control arm from going front or back.
Right.
That's basically all you have to do. Just drill that, the ball joint, everything is going. And this spindle perfectly.
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
can see here in the bottom. And that is it. All the
So the
stabilizer bars, everything
So
working
the
the same way.
910 Bluebird.
Yeah.
Control arm is the ball joint is fit in the spindle.
In the spindle,
For
yeah.
like IS-13 or
Yes,
ST2
in the
or
spindle,
same
because
thing.
this spindle is from S13 or C33. So basically all the Nissan, plenty Nissan parts is work the same
Interchangeable,
way. And it's interchangeable. So basically that's it. Even if it's stock 120 engine you have, and you just want
The
a better brakes,
suspension,
because
yeah.
this is what the 120 came with. You see this little parts, this can't stop nothing.
Right, so this is the stock Datsun. These are what, 310 or something? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
310, yeah. These are stock Datsun 310, 120.
So
Front
if you're
suspension.
doing 1200 anything, 1200 Datsun, I'm not sure about the 210, but 1200 Datsun 310. 1200 Datsun carrying smaller brakes and stuff. But basically it's the same procedure that we do. So if you have stock suspension like this, and you just want a better ride, you could use the 910 Bluebird, or the 910 Bluebird is actually be way higher, because the car don't have the same weight as the Bluebird.
Yeah.
So happen like the car raised too high, and
The
you want to cut
120.
no spring and thing.
Yeah, yeah.
What you could do, you could get C33 suspension cheap.
Not locally like in Germany.
Yeah. So all
Only-
you do, you take
only
out the
20
lower
guys.
control arm.
This
All
is,
you do, you take out the lower control
this is the
arm.
original 121.
Original.
So the Bluebird, the 910 Bluebird one thicker dog.
Yeah, and it's longer.
Bigger and longer. Oh, it's longer.
Yeah.
So the
And
910
ball joint on this here
smaller, right. So that's the differences with the 120 and the 910. The 910 lower control arm longer
Yeah.
and thicker. It's thicker too.
Than this one.
Right, this is the original
And the
120.
ball joint here.
And the ball joint, which this goes into the shock
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
You know, you see
The
that
taper is smaller,
Yeah.
so it's going to give the same problem as
Yeah,
the steering.
because the car is, you
So
know,
basically all you have to do, you pull out this whole suspension. We shock everything. We shock the spring nut on it right now. We shock out everything, but you take out the whole thing here with the lower control arm. This whole thing here going to come out easy. Basically just a few bolts. You drop out. Take out this.
and put that in junkyard.
Put that in junk here.
This factory? This.
No, there's actually some
Serious?
some spacers, because in a 120, if you want to put rims like this or any rims beside like the rims like the Comet and thing,
The steels.
yeah, like beside the wheels with Comet,
Yeah.
what's going to happen is the rims actually make with that kind of countersink fit to come out and not jam this.
Oh,
So if you're going to put
oh,
normal
yeah.
wheels on this just so,
Yeah.
you're going to bounce this and you're not going
Because
to
it's
think.
so small already.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
put a space on it, it's still not going to work, because you're not going to get enough strength and going to bounce on the whole shock here. So you had to buy some 1-inch spacers
Damn.
With
1 inch
shredded?
spacers. For stock
shredded?
120.
just for your rim to clear if you put in our next rim. And you're good to go. But besides from that, if you want to change it and just upgrade your braking system and better suspension for the front, which you would surely need.
Exactly, because when
Even if you have a normal engine on
because
it, like
you had a A15
yeah,
with a brand new carburetor,
yeah,
and I used to pull
yeah.
With a 5-forward box.
With a 5-speed box.
5-speed
dog
box.
leg, yeah.
a dog leg, they call it.
Yeah, there's quite a dog leg,
Yeah.
because the reverse gear, they were number 1, there's normally being like in a normal
Yeah,
vehicle.
yeah,
And number 2, there's be number 1,
It's
there's
number
being
1.
the dog leg
yeah,
box.
yeah.
Have a lot more power.
And,
but
and them stock brakes could even slow down the car properly with that engine. So, like, you know, if it's one thing when
because the back was drum too.
yeah, the back is wrong. So we go into this now.
Yeah.
So like,
So-
you know,
So if you're going to change it and you just want better suspension and cheap suspension, but still it's real good, and it's the best way, like with
Budget
minimal
Minimal
cutting and nothing
modifications.
like that. Basically everything is bolt on. Not really bolt on exactly, but with a little common sense,
It
it's
is work.
easy to do.
It is work on the cheaper side because like
So basically all you're doing, you could buy the whole C33 setup. Don't buy the shocks and the shock with the shock and spring with shock head and thing. Don't buy that. because it's not going to fit, it's going to jam inside here.
Oh, that is touch?
Yeah, it will jam inside here just like the
Yeah, that we was talking about last time.
B14.
Yeah,
it's going to jam inside here.
Remember we tell all you like just touch here, right?
Yeah,
but
so don't buy that.
Yeah, this space too narrow.
Basically all the time you want a C33 spindle. There is this spindle with rotors and calipers, lower controller. You tell me you want that. You go in the parts place, you just buy P11 steering end, just one side. You don't need the inside if you're inside.
Yeah.
So you buy P11 steering end. That's all you're buying. You rotor the calipers, the spindle, as this whole thing, basically that, and you buy a set of coilovers to the front. All you're buying is front S13 coilovers. Max Speed had them, the whole set for 3,000.
Yeah. What
you could do if you get it from somebody who's selling it over, you might get like the front brand new with the camera plates, everything. I don't think they have any dampening adjustment, but it's a small thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
You might get it for about 1,600-1,700 brand new.
TTLs.
Yeah, TT.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that could work. So basically, all you have to do is just drill 2 holes, 2 or 3 holes right here. Just see stabilizer bars, and this
on the on basically this.
Yeah, and you put on this here, and basically everything is bolt on. And so
Right. So we in the 120 inside now, in the back.
in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in the previous video, I think
or one of the videos from before.
yeah,
I don't know which
Jared
one.
was telling earlier that the gearbox position, the gear lever here changed from the original mounting point, which was about somewhere away. Quite here, so?
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
The original gearbox real short in the 120.
Yeah. So I think he told earlier that here was cut out, and we end up shifting this back. And the gearbox mounting position, like the brackets here, it work back in the same 120 mounting position.
So if you're putting a SR now 120, the gearbox, you don't have to drill no mounting for it. You don't have to make no brackets. The same bracket from the gearbox in a 120.
No, not the gearbox. The transmission
Oh,
mounting.
the transmission used?
The transmission mounting from the
120?
From the 120, does work exact. It's the same thing as the SR mounting. Gearbox mounting is the same thing as the 120 tranny mounting.
Right, so the
bracket, the whole bracket itself,
so
is the same exact thing, like the mounting, everything, the mounting rubber, everything is the same exact thing as the SR when you go to buy.
So you need the automatic
transmission bracket, or if you're buying a SR gearbox, please get a bracket fit.
So that bracket is lined up too?
But if you have a 120, it was automatic. Keep the transmission bracket from it.
Yeah,
it's the same exact thing.
You have to drill no holes and shit like that.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
If you do it like how we do this.
Yeah, because we didn't want to do that. Was that shit. We could do it different, but like it works. So
yeah, we always try to use
what
we have. Yeah. So I think he told us too when we shifted the fourth.
Yeah, you couldn't go in the fourth.
Was bouncing here,
so
we couldn't go in the fourth. It was just going right here and couldn't go in. So good thing with 120 again. This handbrake lever, all it had was about 3 or 4 bolts. Literally just a bolt out from here. Bolt some bolts here, make some brackets, and bolting this into the position you want it, how far you want it. So, see, this is not going to humbug me no time.
Yeah, I was touching before.
Yeah, it was touching before. So, basically, we got to go this. So, what we're going to show you now is the back end with the brakes cable and everything here.
They have functioning handbrakes.
Yeah, so the handbrake's actually working right now. So we're gonna show you how we do that now.
We're really back on that. So we're running back here.
Right.
You know, last time we put a diff.
We show some diff work, well then the diff. We didn't show much information on it before.
Yeah, we had a
but
slight
as we have the time now and it's working properly, we want to show it. So
what diff you have on the car?
This is, if I'm not mistaken, because most of the stuff we buy use.
Yeah.
Because budget wise and whatever, we just make do with what we have. So most of the stuff we buy use. This actually come out from a 910 Bluebird that was running at SR, but this is not the diff that came with the 910. I actually believe this is actually a Galant 2000 or a Box Lancer diff. With disc brakes. This is the
Mitsubishi diff.
The original disc brakes that is come with it. That is it. Those are very strong. You have the 10 bolt and the 8 bolt. This is an 8 bolt, but it's all good. So that's why I believe it's a Galant 2000.
Yeah, them Mitsubishi.
So they take some jam, yeah. And this diff welded. So if you watch that side of the wheel, they turn here to do skids.
Yeah. Skids.
Best thing to do is to weld it.
Yeah, so we bought it welded. It wasn't
so
really
we'll talk about that next time, but This basically that's the diff. We surely video on how we was welding up some
Install and
stuff.
all that shit. It wasn't detailed, but
It wasn't detailed, but basically when we do this here, I think Jared can show you. This is the original like brackets that came with the diff. So what we had to do was cut out this
shock mount.
the shock mount.
Bottom shock mount.
Bottom shock mount from the 121. This is actually thick. See how thick this is? And take the same measurement and then from the diff line up to the side to side, because fabrication and stuff.
Could measure good, so yeah.
Aside from that, basically all I do is just cut it out and set it up. With this welded, this spring, this saucer for the spring here is the same diff, that original. This is the same saucer with it. What we did was cut it.
Yeah, can make some cuts in the bottom of the plate for the spring.
Instead of cutting out the whole saucer.
Because you're trying to make it work.
Yeah, so if you want, you could cut out the 121 and just cut out this whole thing and do it. I know plenty of people can't do them thing themselves, because if you make any mistake, the whole car going to run twist.
Yeah.
So if you don't know how to do it,
if you don't know how to
you shouldn't try.
If you don't know how to install a diff in a car that don't have a diff, I don't know how to measure good and check alignment and straightness like that, don't do that shit.
Yeah, don't do it, because you're going to spoil your whole diff.
If you can check the difference between a half inch and a 3/8, no, is that no.
So basically that's all you have to do with this here. This brace on top here.
Alright.
Is from the Gallant 2000 diff too, the same diff, original, but what we had to do was cut it and make it in the same angle as the 120 to take this brace. As you can see, this
up to the
big brace is original 120 brace.
Yes.
And it don't need nothing thicker than that, because this is not no monster like that.
This is need no big setup power, you know.
This is not going to break, never. Never. So basically just this here, the cut and weld back this. This brakes actually is not the original brakes we were talking about.
And it's this bad brakes in the back, right?
Yeah. So the Gallant 2000 brakes, so box answer brakes.
We didn't show what it was.
What happened, the length of time it packed down, it wasn't holding properly. So what we did, this is actually P11 brakes also.
P11 brakes?
P11 brakes also.
So P11
yeah.
sternums,
yeah.
outer sternums, and rear
calipers with the original P11 cable, braking cable, handbrakes cable, as you can see here.
Oh, so these are physical things that's pull the caliper?
Yeah, like literally cable to go back. So like if this cable bursts or anything, we know we buying P11 this parts, we buying P11 cable, so everything original. So when you're able to try to get as original as possible, and if you're doing it custom, make it in such a way that it's easy to get parts fit. Not something that you can't change, you can't replace. Like this caliper and stuff, how we do this, we build some brackets here, because one bolt could bolt in on top, but the bottom is just a little modifying. It's a little bracket here to get this to work. So when we're changing this parts, we just had to literally just bolt out this here and change this part and this, and this 100 good to go. Next problem we had, the 120 shocks. This is actually not 120 shocks.
What shocks?
And if Jared want to show a lady what happened.
That's what? That's the old shocks there?
Yeah, this is shocks.
Alright. There's the old shocks there.
This is how the shocks supposed to be, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is how the shocks supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
See this eye here? This is how it's supposed to be.
Oh, the bushing is good. Is the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So you see this is nice and solid. So this happen when you're doing skids and donuts.
Oh, skids!
It is pop out.
And these stuck, right?
Yeah, this stuck.
That wasn't strong.
This isn't.
That was the right side that pop out, eh?
And you could actually see like the shock still.
That's some life.
Yeah,
ain't that bad, but it drivable. You know?
So this is what has happened. So what we did, this shock here is actually not original 120, as you could see, or you can't see. This is actually 80 wagon shocks.
Oh, 80 wagon?
80 wagon shocks. So when saying that wagon make to carry more weight in back, because it's a wagon make to carry people and stuff, so this actually going to have more tension and force in it to take more weight than the original 120 shocks. Tida one does work too,
so
but Tida is softer.
A Tida is I think it's Y12 or Y11.
No, that's a different wagon.
Y12
Like,
is a wagon,
yeah, wagon.
so it's probably a Y12.
No, this is 80.
Oh, it's 80.
This is 80.
Oh,
That's
oh
like
yeah,
80.
yeah.
So so like we could do, if you're not sure which shocks it is, take the 120 shocks, carry it, and tell me why 80 wagon shocks with the same length as that. This 80 wagon shocks and that 120 is the same exact length.
Yeah.
The only difference is this bushing here. As you can see here,
The bottom.
this here does have like a washer on it.
Yeah.
And the bushing is actually come out, not the rubber, the bushing is actually come out, so it's be hard to fit in here. So what we did was just cut the end of the bushing itself and it just slip in.
Right.
And that is it. So we getting stiffer suspension in the back.
Right?
Way stiffer.
Yeah, way stiffer.
And that is it for that.
Therefore, car running,
Yeah.
you know.
Exhaust, we end up doing back this
Yeah,
exhaust. You
this
didn't
is
talk much
custom
about that.
exhaust stuff, you know. Well, the exhaust look good, man. I'll try
Fuel
exhaust.
pump, I know we can't talk about it. This is the fuel pump here.
Ooh, yeah.
So when you're installing a external, this is called an external fuel pump. So when you're installing this, right, people will tell you that you can pull the fluid, you could put it anyway, shit. That shouldn't work. So this actually supposed to be lower than the tank because this external fuel pump is gravity fed. So all this do is just boost the fuel pressure to send it to the engine because the engine need a lot of fuel to consume at a time. So all this do is just send the fluid faster. So in this position here, this pump does not work properly at all. When you mash with this car, the pump going to start and cut off,
yeah, the car's
and the car going to cut off.
I don't know why, but this fuel pump was leading on the car a lot.
Yeah.
This fuel pump.
So if this fuel pump was lower than this tank, and you had like a feed from, say, example, this drink work, and the fuel pump was like lower like here, so it would work properly because the fluid pressure constantly send into the pump and it could just send the fluid faster. But in our case, you can't do that because this tank already real low, and anything it hit could possibly hit out this pump.
Yeah.
And this is the second pump we changed, so we learned something there. We're not perfect. Plenty stuff that we don't know, we just be figuring it out too. So what we did, we take the feed from on top, the original mountain feed from here, and add on this filter and blow out this filter, the sand fluid it, and we put an internal pump is actually a B14 or Y11. So basically, see again, all these stuff does connect and work.
So you have two pumps.
So we actually put an next fluid pump inside this tank to feed
Internal
this pump.
Because this pump was, I feel like this pump was overworking.
Yeah, it was overworking because you were saying a lot of noise from it.
This
So
pump was starting to strain and it would probably die out.
yeah.
So we didn't want to kill the pump. We spent a lot of money on the pump. But Kyle spent a lot of
and
money on
wasn't
the
getting
pump.
any performance we need.
Yeah, the pump was leaning out. The pump was starving for fuel. So Kyle ended up putting a B14 internal pump to help with that
So
pump.
instead of putting like a surge tank
all that
or
shit.
putting like a fuel cell for so much money, and the disadvantages with fuel cell is that it doesn't carry as much fuel as this. Like this carrying like $200 or more fuel in it. There's this thing, and a fuel cell not going to carry so much at all. About 15 gallons fuel cell does carry, so that ain't gonna last long with a SR20 only sinking X like me.
Daily drive.
So all we did was just put a fuel pump inside here, internal fuel pump, which is about 300 or 200 or some crap like that. Used by Bix or anybody you want to buy it from. Once you're smart enough to get it to fit inside here, or you get somebody to do it for you, and you send that feed from that pump to this pump, you're gonna have no problems with fuel ever. Because that pump make to go inside here and this make to just send. So what we did with that, this pump has little to no strain now. It works perfectly.
Full supply of fuel.
Yeah. This return line too, you're going to need to do a return line.
Yeah, of course.
And we're going to tell you what line this is.
Wait, the stock 120 didn't have a return line?
No.
So the stock 120 did have no return line?
No.
To the pump?
So you're going to need to figure out how to do that too.
And,
So this was done by hand also.
I guess
And figuring out how to do that. This drive shaft here, and you can see this too.
Yes.
This drive shaft is custom built. You're going to need to carry it.
What drive shaft is this though?
This is actually a Gallant
Garland drive shaft.
drive shaft.
Oh yeah, we use a Garland drive shaft because this is a Garland diff. We believe that is why. So the flange line up together.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And we use
And the SR yoke.
use a
So
SR
you need
yoke.
so don't try to weld it at home
No.
because you're going to need to balance it and stuff.
Balance,
and
yeah.
if that not balanced properly,
You know, shitty
you're gonna see trouble.
vibrations.
So if it's like a 600 or something else spent to do it, do it.
Whatever the course is in your area or wherever you live in, you know.
That's the best thing to do.
Carry it to a machine shop. Let
And
them
do it,
machine
yeah.
it for you and
That's
let
the
do
best
it.
thing to do.
You just get the correct parts and make sure it's physically lining up. That's all.
This exhaust and all too came out from the car we buy this engine from. This actually came out from it, and we wasn't sure we wanted it, but we ended up taking it in case we had to use it, and luckily, with a little magic, I get this whole exhaust to work back
We didn't get for the exhaust.
without buying an exhaust, and this shit does sound nice.
Because budget bill.
Budget bill.
Yeah.
Later on, we could do a nice custom exhaust, but this
Stainless titanium.
working good. We need money to spend on other important stuff.
Yes.
Like some new rims and tires to make this car look good. I think put the fuel pump inside.
Right,
here.
so we were talking about fuel pump.
The fuel pump actually inside here. This is the fuel sending unit.
Alright, these were all the the fuel gauge and shit
Yeah,
in.
let's go inside here.
This is what this line.
This is actually from the fuel pump that is inside here, sending to the next pump.
Right, so just picking up from here and going to the external.
Yeah.
Cool. This is
And the return feed, you're not going to see it anyway here because on 120 it have a rubber hose here connecting to the tank due to flexing and all kind of stuff. So what I did was run the return line into the rubber feed because it was easier to do instead of blowing up the tank because the tank always have gas.
Yeah.
And it actually works. So the return feed does always come up from on top here and send on. So it has no fuel backing up on the return feed.
Nice.
So I think basically that is it.